Hello and welcome back to Formula 1, Round 2 hosted in sunny Cuba. After a successful outing here in the 2022 season, Cuba's looking to become a stable piece within Formula 1, with the track returning again this year and hopefully for many more years to come. With 12 turns, 5 to the right and 7 to the left, this track offers everything to test the driver's skill. We're travelling all over the world this year for Formula 1, with the first 3 races of the season being the North American stretch, Sonora, Cuba and Detroit. As we visit Cuba, it's good to look back on the nation's history on EarthMC. Cuba was only the 23rd nation to be found in the entire world on Terra Aurora, and only the 4th in the Americas. And while we're here, it's good to know Cuba is one of the only nations on EarthMC to have a meritocracy as the political system. As we progress further into the race, it's just the one mandatory pit stop required for today's Grand Prix. The strategy of when drivers come in for their pit stop could prove vital for today's results. Let's have a look now at today's starting grid. Saab claims pole for the second year running with a great lap of 44.86 seconds, with Nifri claiming P2 just 800ths of the second behind. EMC of Acceleron claims P3 and Fatty starts P4. Semicolon and Dizzy Desert are on the third row of the grid in 5th and 6th. Babu takes 7th and Gabe TM of Ford in 8th. Mr. Cravat lines up in 9th with Magba next to him in 10th. Walter starts 10 places back of his teammate in 11th, and Gary takes 12th. Double Ort, the new man for the new team, starts in P13, with Faxio of Alaska Racing next to him in 14th. Kragner and Bryson in the next row of the grid, 15th and 16th respectively. BMW locks out the penultimate row of the grid, taking 17th and 18th. And finally, we have Kaziman in 19th, and McBolster as a last minute replacement, taking 20th on the grid. Here we are then for the start of the Cuban Grand Prix. All drivers are lined up and ready for the start. It's lights out and away we go here for the La Habana Grand Prix. And Nifri gets an incredible start. He actually takes the lead going into turn 1, but he gets stuck on the pit lane exit and Saab regains the lead. Semicolon bounces off the back of Nifri's boat and he causes a massive pile up at turn 1. You can see EarthMC going on the outside of Saab going into turn 2, followed by Fatty, then Nifri. Turn 3 where Saab is regaining the lead from EarthMC going up the inside. It's a beautifully clean move. We're going to go back to look at the replay of the start to see that incident at turn 1. You can see he actually gets a really good start, but as Nifri re-enters the track, Semi bounces off the back of his boat, causing a huge pile-up. It's very unlucky for Semi. After a start like that, he definitely deserved a lot more out of it. Starting 5th, now barely running in the points after that turn 1 incident. Into the 8th lap now, EarthMC is looking to try and take back the lead for the first time since lap 1. He can't get it done going into turn 4. But he gets a great exit and Saab gets stuck on the inside and EarthMC takes the lead around the outside. Great move. We look at Saab's onboard, it looks like he may have got stuck on the lapped car ahead of him. Saab isn't going to be giving up his lead that easily though. Going into the tight hairpin, EarthMC actually gets stuck on the inside. Saab should be taking the lead here, but he gets stuck as well. What a missed opportunity. Going around the last 2 corners of the lap, Saab is following EarthMC so closely, getting all this slipstream possible. It's a great exit out of the final turn, but EarthMC keeps the lead going into lap 9. But EarthMC goes deep into turn 1 and gives the lead back to Saab, who in turn gets a great exit out of turn 1 and turn 2. He's now put a lapped car and a big gap in between himself and EarthMC. What a great bit of racing from the 2 drivers. It's lap 16 now and Saab comes trundling down pit lane to make his mandatory stop of the race. He gets through really neat and tidily, losing only 11.6 seconds, and he re-enters the track still maintaining a big lead. We follow Saab now on the last lap of the race as he comes towards an outstanding victory, dominating all competition, over 20 seconds between him and the nearest driver. Going around the last corner, he pounds it down the main straight, and Saab brings home his first win of the season, converting from pole. He wins in Cuba 2 years in a row. What a truly dominating performance from our world champion. Our championship leader Babu comes home to take P2, and Fatty of Genoa Ferrari takes home his first ever podium. And with that, the conclusion of the Cuban Grand Prix. Our podium sisters today: in third place, Fatty, with his first ever podium in Formula 1. Our championship leader Babu takes home second, and Saab is back on top of the world, claiming another win in Formula 1. As we look further down the grid, it's a good day for Acceleron, both drivers in the points. Lemonsy picks up P4 with semicolon after that really disappointing start. He moves up a few places into P8, and another team performing well today was Antlex, again with both drivers in the points. Magma takes home P5 and Knifery P7. Gabe GM's having a great start to the season, picking up P5 in Senora and P6 here in Cuba. As we move on to the second half of our finishes, we can see our rookie man with our brand new team. Double Aught and Cadillac Chicago barely miss out on points, finishing P11. Ryzen takes home P12. Disappointing day for Walter, 13 positions off of his teammate, and Mr. Cravat for Ferrari not bringing home any points. Congratulations Saab, and congratulations Indochina Racing. We'll see you next time for round 3 in Detroit.